Not scared about that ball anymore. Just walked up and kicked it. Okay. Well, we got Boomer back here again today. And he's already just a little less distracted. Kinda. See if I can get him to hide his butt there. Oop. Yeah. That's a lot better. Not reacting to all that craziness. And I got 2 eyes. And I got some attention. So, we're going to just go back through our program again today. See what we got all done. That's okay. See, because he still entered my space with, like, asking a question, with curiosity. So, let's start by moving his feet around a little bit. There you go. And get him to sort of concentrate on me instead of worrying about the tarp. So right there, I might change his direction, get him to focus on me, not worry so much about the tarp. There you go. Might actually, there you go, play a little squeeze game with him. See if I can get him in between me and the tarp. See how close we can get. Yeah, because I'm not working on the tarp right now. I'm just working on getting him to focus on me. And if he can focus on me instead of that big blue thing on the other side, then it becomes less of a big deal.
He thinks you want to cross him. It also doesn't come that way that, you know how like when we're training to cross it, how you're like, don't let him go in front of it?
Uh-huh.
It's not going to make that job harder the next time?
No, because I'm not really worried about that right now. This is just a different thing. I'm just trying to get him to relax and focus. There, you see that time? He looked at me and sort of walked by it instead of trying to like scoot by.
You're not pressuring him to walk across it.
No, I'm just asking him to walk by me. Huh. See if I can take a half a step closer. But he can't go on the other side of that tarp. Nope. That'd be fine. There, you just can't move his hindquarters in towards me. Right there, I wanted to kind of quit on that and go do something else, take his mind off it, but he kind of panicked when he walked over the tarp. So I'm just going to see if I can get him to do it a little more calmly. That's better. Now we'll go over here and push this ball around. Just kind of change the focus. That way we're not just hammering the tarp every day, all the time. There, he passed the ball without touching it, but I sent him to it. There you go.
Do you want me to put
The
the jump on?
jump? No, not right now. I don't really need him to do all that. No, because we got this block here, which is bigger. And right now I'm just reinforcing the sort of the program that we've already done with him. And then we'll go to the next step. Hopefully, if he's that far.
I was only thinking of other things to do.
Oh yeah, we'll get to those. Good. Now I'm going to say go over that block. There you go. Good boy. Focus on me. Change direction. Oh, there he wants to go away from me, so I might just back up and see if I can get him, when I do these direction changes, if I can get him to keep coming forward There. That way he's not just losing momentum in those direction changes and thinking about getting away from me. Inside turn. And instead of trying to push those hips away, I'm trying to draw those shoulders into me. And then I'll see if I can push those hips away. Pretty good. See if I can draw him into me now. There we go. Just light little, I'm letting this rope slide through my hands. Just the pressure of the weight of the rope. Might draw him in with my body language there. There you go. So I backed up and he relaxed and moved inwards. The backup kind of, that shows you're being submissive. You're not telling him to get out of your space, you're telling him to come into your space. Oh, so I want to kind of get to the tarp, but let's go with the tiny tarp first. Hey, that's a better reaction than we had the last couple days. Can we come in and touch him? That's a better reaction. That's a lot less. He wants to, here we go. So it's just approach, he relaxes, retreat, approach. He quits shivering, retreat, approach. He shivers less, retreat, approach. Shivers less, shivers less, shivers the same amount. There. Walk away, change up the pace. Can I come on this side? No, my goodness. I'm going to see if he can take a step forward. There. Relax that leg. There you go. Can I touch him on the shoulder? Oh, flinch. 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 Flinch and walk back. So we just stay here. There, he quit, thought about it, quit flinching, licking his lips. Looks like a horse. Good boy. Can I get it behind his hocks?
Is there a reason you always start in the front and not the back?
Just that way it kind of, his eyes are up front. He can kind of get a look at it and not worry about it so much. If I go straight behind, he'll just start running. So if we can start from a place of yes, if we can start from a place where he knows the answer is stand still, then we can build on that. This is a heck of a lot better. Look at that. He's turning into a different horse. See if we can flap it here. He wants to move a little bit. There. Bring him out of that little corner that he likes to hide in. There, he was looking scared by it. So I'm not going to worry about him being scared. I'm going to say, yeah, get as scared as you possibly can. Right now is the time I want him to be scared. That way, he knows how to deal with it later. Good. See if he'll walk forward with this flag all around. Yeah. See, he's still there. Still resistant. There. There. He came freely forward. So we quit. He came freely and confidently forward. There. Good job, buddy. Good job. Touch him there. I just sort of desensitized him some more because he wanted to kind of walk away from me. Good boy. Heck yeah. We're getting through this quick today. Look at this. Yesterday, tried to drag me to the other end of the arena. Today, it's just draped over my arm. I don't worry about him flinching and buggering and all that stuff. If he goes back to a relaxed body position, look at that. Good boy. Oh, that's okay. We'll survive. So it took, what, about 6 days till we could get to this point. Hey, that's even better than it. That's great. Because we're not trying to compare our progress to where we left off at the end of that day. There. We're comparing our progress to where we started at the beginning of the last day. Oh, not quite as good as where we left off, but that's okay because he hasn't. There. Wait for him to start paying attention a little bit. There. He gets distracted. That might be when I start in again. When he wakes up, pays attention. That time I kind of pulled his nose over. I want him to kind of decide to look at me, lower his head, relax. He's blinking his eyes a lot, which is nice. But I want a little bit more. There, that's fine. I'm going to rub him till he relaxes, till he changes his expression. Let me see it. Let me see it. Still, his energy is pointing away from me. Still, he's not quite, he's like shutting it out. Starry-eyed. Maybe I'll tip his nose, help show him what the right answer is. Tip his nose, ask him to drop it. There you go. There you go. Can I approach? How's it going? Can I flop this on his side? Good. Can I walk around the front? Approach the other side, flop it on his side. Pretty nice. Can I go over his back here? That was a little scary. Can I go over his back here? There. Wanted to move, so he quit moving. Can I go over his back here? There, he didn't move. There, he drops his nose. Good boy. No, you did just fine. So now we got everything down except for if we drop our winter blanket on the ground. But he's like, hey, this dude's walking on it. Right there, he's pulling back on me, so I'm not pulling harder on him. I'm just setting up a wall, and the moment he takes a step forward, I give him a whole bunch. I give it to him. There, he shifted his weight forward. There. 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 We'll rest right here. He's got his foot right on the tarp. So we'll rest right there. Good boy. And that was so good. I think we'll quit with him on there because we hit a point of agreement. I'm not going to work on it anymore. So you asked me yesterday, how do you know when we're done with the tarp and ready to move on? When it comes that good? Leave it alone. No, leave it alone today. We'll come back and address it again the next day. So here, now I'm just going to see how his lateral flexion is, because we're going to start thinking about riding this guy now, one of these days. So right there, he tries to resist me. So I just set up a wall. And see how he's even though he's bending his nose towards me, he's thinking about going to the right and going away, and going out, and his ears are looking out in the pasture where his friends are. There. He quit moving his feet, softened, his ear flicked towards me, but he can't position himself on me. So if he moves, I move right with him and stay exactly where I was on his body. There. That's a nice flex. See his feet are locked up, and I want him to move his shoulders over. So I pressure that eye, and he's going to go back. There, he moves away. Still going back, though. Pressure that eye. Pressure that. There, he's moving his shoulders away. You see that? No, don't back up. There. Very nice. Good. So, let me draw him a little more forward again. See if we can get a good angle on this flexion. So I take the weight out, and he starts responding there, but then we get a busy signal. There. And you see, I'm just not moving my hand. He's releasing himself in this flexion. There. Very nice. When we flex his head left and right, we want those ears to be level, because that shows us the bend is occurring in his poll and in his spine. We wouldn't want him to flex his head like that. We always want him to flex his head like that, where the ears are at the same angle. And the nose isn't rooting around, because that's where you get those bendy horses. Horses that'll flex their head and neck all around all day, but it's not connected to their front feet. So I push that nose around. He wants to do that. There. Ooh. He wants to keep moving. I send him this way. Ooh. Good. So, take the slack out. Very nice. If he does that, we don't have to ask for any more. If he does there, he moves his feet. So I'm just going to keep his nose bent around until he quits moving his feet, gets soft, looks at me, and then he can go back. Can I flex him again? And he's going to move his feet. So we have to stay with him till he quits moving his feet, relaxes, gets soft on that rope, then we can release. I'm going to flex him again. Oh, very nice. There. Good. This next time when I flex him, does he move his feet? Yep. So we can't do anything more. Okay. And see, he's kind of stuck there. I'm going to wait for him to straighten out. There we go. Now, can I flex him again? Nice. Then, what happens if I put pressure where my legs should be? Oh, get a nice disengage. Now I'll straighten my body posture out, start rubbing his flank, and bend his nose. Preferably, you want to keep his nose bent, but bend his nose until he gets soft. And relaxed at the standstill again. Good. There, he wants to move his feet, so I'll bend him. And see how he gets stiff when he wants to go somewhere? And then I bend him. A lot of that will take care of on the first couple rides. There, he didn't move. I'm going to look at his hips, put pressure where my legs should be, and that's all I needed to do. He's disengaging, so I straighten out my body, rub his flank, and he's leaning on my hand. There, he took the weight off my hand, so I will release him. Can we do this side? I'll bend his nose. There, he didn't do anything. Put my hand right where his leg would be. He didn't do anything. Start spinning the tail, then quit spinning, straighten out, and rub his flank till he quits moving. And he got soft on that rope. Release him and let him rest. That's the beginning of teaching the horse to disengage while we're on his back. But we're giving him the cues while we're still on the ground so that we actually have control on the first ride, which is a lot more than we can say for most people. Good. All right, that's where we'll leave him today because he made a bunch of good progress. Perfect.
You're not going to get the weight over his shoulders, right?
No, we'll do that right before I toss the saddle on him next time. But as long as he can do the tarp next time, we'll do the saddle next time too.